Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The UFC 321 card just wrapped up in Abu Dhabi. If you're anything like me, you're still buzzing from the bantamweight showdown between Umar Nurmagomedov and Mario Bautista. This wasn't just another fight. It's the kind of matchup that shakes up title dreams and gets the MMA world talking. Before we get into the breakdown, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss future fight insights and breakdowns on this channel. Today, I'll cover everything from the stakes, the style clash, how it played out, expert analysis, and how other fighters are reacting right now. Stick around because we're diving deep into what really happened at UFC 321, what it means for both guys, and what's next in the division. Let me set the scene real quick. Both these fighters came in with huge pressure. Umar Nurmagomedov, who most of you know for that last name and his Dagestani grappling pedigree, was coming off his first ever loss, a razor-close decision against bantamweight champ Merab Dvalishvili way back in January. Losing that title shot probably stung, but what's wild is he wasn't letting it slow him down. This was Umar's chance to prove he's not just a hype train or a lightweight Khabib clone. He wanted to show he could bounce back and reclaim a spot at the top. On the other side, Mario Bautista had an insane 8-fight win streak, including an absolute clinic over Bellator champ Patchy Mix just a few months ago. He's probably been sleeping with that winning feeling, and riding that confidence has turned him into a total problem for the division. So UFC 321 wasn't just another fight on the main card. It was about redemption for Umar and validation for Bautista. Whoever won was solidly in the title mix, chasing those championship dreams. This scrap felt like classic UFC matchmaking. Nurmagomedov is all about relentless wrestling, chain takedowns, positional dominance, and squeezing the will out of opponents. His ground control is suffocating, and you never catch him slacking when there's an opportunity to take the back or lock in that body triangle. Mario Bautista is way more versatile, with crisp boxing, solid kicks, and some slick footwork. He's quick, hard to track, and his cardio is off the charts. Bautista's improved takedown defense was a big talking point in the run-up since everyone wanted to see if he could survive the Dagestani pressure cooker. Let's get into the action itself. The first round kicked off with Nurmagomedov mixing in some early body kicks before immediately shooting for takedowns. Bautista popped right back up, but Umar was not making it easy. The scrambles were intense, and there was a wild moment where Bautista went for a toe hold. It almost looked like he might get it. Things settled like you'd expect, with Umar on the back, working methodically and not rushing. Round 2 had fans, myself included, on the edge of their seats. Early on, Bautista landed a knee that dropped Nurmagomedov briefly. That was probably the scariest moment, but Umar showed calm and got right back to his bread-and-butter wrestling. This is where his discipline came through, just locking up half guard and then taking the back, using that body triangle to rack up control time. You could see Bautista's explosiveness getting sapped by the constant pressure. The third round started with both guys eating hard kicks, and Bautista landed a nice body shot that clearly affected Nurmagomedov. But what makes Umar so special? Even when he's hurt, he never leaves the wrestling. He shot in and chained the takedowns together, keeping Bautista glued to the fence, 10 takedowns across 3 rounds. Those stats are nuts for anyone in the bantamweight top 10. The finishing sequence had Nurmagomedov glue Bautista to the fence, not giving him an inch, and then trading to the final bell. Judges ended it with a clean sweep, 30-27 on all 3 cards.
So why did things shake out like this? From an expert's view, it was all about Umar's ability to stay composed under fire. Bautista's striking was crisp and dangerous, but once Umar got hurt or felt overwhelmed, he did what high-level grapplers do. He took the fight to his world. That body triangle and the ability to snatch back control and lock up legs are exactly what separate Nurmagomedov from contenders who panic. Bautista, for his part, showed improvement in scrambling and defending, but never was able to stay standing long enough to get his rhythm going. The moments where he looked dangerous were quickly neutralized by Umar's readjustments. When you're fighting someone who controls geography as well as Nurmagomedov does, it's hard to put together combinations or stack points. Let's talk reactions. What did other fighters have to say? First, some heavyweights like Tom Aspinall were focused on their own drama, but plenty of UFC legends took to social media with praise for Umar's composure composure and Bautista's grittiness. Merab Dvalishvili, who actually handed Umar his only loss, had picked Bautista for the upset, but admitted post-fight that Umar didn't give him enough credit and showed champion-level resilience. Demetrius Johnson, the greatest flyweight ever, commented that Bautista's tactical risk-taking, especially the toe holds and scrambles, were gutsy, but maybe too respectful of Nurmagomedov's reputation.
He did roll for the legs. He did go for a nasty toe hold. Umar Nurmagomedov was always looking for the takedown.
ESPN's MMA Roundtable pointed to Umar's chain wrestling as the real difference maker, arguing that until someone can consistently defend those entries, he'll always be a threat. Fans wondered online if Bautista did enough to warrant a rematch, and the answer seems to be not quite. Fighters like Sean O'Malley and Corey Sandhagen tweeted that recently the division is all Dagestan, all day. Nurmagomedov's performance gives him a huge bump right into contention again. So, what does this mean for the future? At this point, Umar Nurmagomedov looks poised for another run at Merab Dvalishvili's belt, possibly in early 2026, depending on how Dvalishvili's own next bout against Petr Yan pans out at UFC 323. The win not only snapped Bautista's streak, but also sent a message to every other contender. If you want the belt, you're gonna have to beat Umar's mix of wrestling and new striking. Mario Bautista, meanwhile, still has time. This loss snaps his streak, but the fact that he landed offense, threatened subs, and almost dropped Umar means he's still in the thick of things. Fans and fighters both expect to see him back against another ranked opponent, maybe someone like Ricky Simon or Pedro Munoz, to carve his way back up. Wrapping it up, UFC 321 definitely delivered. The fight between Umar Nurmagomedov and Mario Bautista had all the drama. One guy hungry for redemption, another trying to prove he's for real. The chess match played out mostly on the mat, but both had moments. Ultimate takeaway? Umar's discipline and chain wrestling are championship level, and Bautista's heart means he'll be back stronger. If you enjoyed this video and want more breakdowns, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you stay up to date with all the biggest UFC stories and fight previews. Drop your picks in the comments. Who should Umar face next? And do you think Bautista is still a future title challenger? Thanks for hanging out and breaking down UFC 321. It's fights like these that keep the sport so addictive. Catch you next time.